man, overall, Kamaru, bro, I thought Khamzat actually won this fight. And again, I was going for Strickland, bro. And I'm happy for Strickland. I thought it was super cool that he was able to, get a victory over a man that was undefeated. But it all came down to that second round, bro. That second round, I think a minute and a half into the fight, it was probably like maybe 3:45. Sean Strickland catches Khamzat Chimaev with that beautiful right hand, bro. He went jab, boom, caught him with the right. And if you notice, bro, the commentators didn't catch that. I think these commentators could do a better job of really describing when somebody's actually hurt. He hurt him, dude. Khamzat Chimaev was on that stanky leg, bro. But he did a good job being composed and not showing it. But where he made the mistake, Kamaru, is when he went for a takedown. Once he got hurt, you start going for takedowns, bro, that's just not good. Like, you almost got to keep that poker face, stay on your feet, act busy, but I wouldn't, you would almost have to recover, bro. And I don't think Khamzat Chimaev recovered that much. First round, bro, he struggled, he held too much. And Sean Strickland did a good job of just making this dude work. And I think Khamzat Chimaev, because of the weight cut, he was able to blow his wad. But that being said, bro, the round that I felt that was the most convincing round for Sean Strickland was round 2. I'm gonna have to rewatch this fight, Kamaru, but bro, from what I saw, it could have gone 4-1 Chimaev or maybe 3-2 Chimaev, but I had him.
I do give the fight to Khamzat Chimaev. I say 48-47 Khamzat Chimaev.
I don't care, middleweight, light heavyweight, heavyweight, anybody can get it. It's the Incredible Hulk division, the real BMF division. Anybody can get it. Hell, if Taporia thinks he can beat me up, fuck it. We'll fight too. Pereira, that's who I want. I don't want Derek Lewis, but since he signed the contract, I'm gonna have to beat him up. But I want Pereira, I want a shama on his mama.
Derek Lewis said he's never heard of you.
His mama heard of me. He's gonna hear of me when we step into the octagon, when I lift him up in the air and I break him over my knee.
It's funny because he's very emotional, so that was good to see. He got emotional when, although I do get emotional defending my friends as well. So, but you can't let another man control you like that. Never.
The King Green fight was exciting. 35 wins he has now. He's in his 30s. He dog walked that guy. I felt bad for the guy, actually, really. And then what he said to Dana. Dana act like, ooh, I don't like Dana White, but he better give that man his bonus.
But I don't know. You can't call it a robbery, and neither guy could be mad. And it's weird that Khamzat accepted it so easily.
Like I said in the back, it looked like Arman was more upset that he lost the decision than Khamzat was.
I think because he knew internally he got broken. He didn't.
Yeah, and that might be the biggest thing.
He
for
didn't
him.
do what he wanted to do from the start. We knew he wanted to implement the wrestling, take him down, control him, and he wasn't able to do it after the first round. And he redlined himself so hard trying to do it in the first round that the second round he had to take a break, literally. And in my opinion, whenever somebody drops guard like that, it's a 10-8 automatic. You're conceding to this other individual for whatever reason, whether you got hit, tired. You can't do that, That just shows, that sticks with you kind of like the whole fight.
Especially if you're not a butt scooter. That's not your position. He doesn't.
He's not Mike. What's his name? Mikey Musumeci.
Musumeci. Yes.
Yeah.
Strickland posted, "Of course it was real, but man, we just shortened each other's lives. I think the hate just got emptied. I wish him the best, and I hope he crushes the 205 division.
Have all the respect in the world for Sean Strickland, the fighter, what he did, but you can't.
The same thing.
You can't take the fight into the gutter like that and talk about a mom and a religion and all this, and then be like, I was just trying to sell the fight. Do you not? Do you not agree?
I agree 100%.
Thank you.
Me and my whole team were saying the same thing. Like, if you're talking about my mom and my children, my religion, like all this, like, I'm fighting you if I see you in the parking lot. I'm fighting you if wherever I see you, it's going to be like what the hell, Peter Griffin and the chicken or the rooster when they see each other in Family Guy. Like, they're always fighting when they see each other. Like, you can't talk about people that way and then like be like all buddy about it. Like, I don't like that, you know. There's certain things I get selling a fight, but there's certain things you can't say, and once you cross that line, there's no coming back. Like on some like Conor Khabib shit, like there's certain lines you don't go across, and when you do, like there's going to be consequences. But once they started dapping each other up in the cage, I was like, you guys just did all that, man, all this security, all this shit talking, all this for that, you know. And then the fight was a good fight, but it wasn't what we all thought it was going to be. So yeah, I was a little let down. I'm not a fan of the shit talking anyway, so you just not even have done it. People would have tuned in for that fight regardless, you know. But yeah, I'm just like, if you're gonna say all those things, you got to keep the same energy forever.
He is standing up there saying insane, vile shit about Muslim people, about Khamzat, about his family, about people he's associated with, about some people who have, you know, checkered backgrounds, to be kind, about his mom. He's saying it with his fucking chest, like he's saying it from here, and he's standing up. What Sean was saying at that press conference was crossing the line. What Khamzat did was dirty. You can't kick a guy that you're about to fight in the balls before. Anticipation, all-time high, building up, holy shit. You win that fight and tell the world that was all for show, that was all for promotion. That is the biggest bunch of bullshit that I've ever heard. That is fraud. That is cowardly shit. You cannot do what he did and say what he did in the build up to that fight and then tell us seconds after the fight is over, I was just trying to sell the fight.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You cannot walk that back. And all that tells me is you're not who you say you are. You think Conor and Khabib are ever doing that? Ever. And these two guys went back and forth and took this sport and their fight into the gutter. And then afterwards, we're doing the kumbaya thing, putting the belt. No. And then you tell me afterwards, you share the cage with someone, 25 minutes. Excuse me, that wasn't your debut. You know what that feeling is like. You know what that phenomenon is like, sharing the cage with another human being. And yet you still spoke about him that way. If you know what happens when you share the cage with someone for 25 minutes, you know that you're going to feel some sort of way about them in the aftermath.
Kinship
yes.
sorts, yeah.
Don't tell me that, something came on you and afterwards you respected this man. No, you don't respect this man because you said all that stuff. Either you're lying about everything you said, but you took us to a very dark, deep, disgusting place. Fine. That's how you feel. And then you tell us in the immediate aftermath, I didn't mean any of that. I apologize, guys. I felt that was so weak. I felt that was so disappointing. And now you're telling me I'm sorry and the world doesn't like me and now I liked it. And it's like, come on, man, you're a walking contradiction. You can't do that. And then tell us in the immediate aftermath, seconds later in the cage, man, that was just to sell the fight. No. And on Khamzat's part too, you put the belt around him and all this stuff. Like, you wanted to kill this guy. You kicked him in the balls. Like, I thought that was weak on both their parts. But that was nonsense. You took us down a very, very dark path. Stay there. You freaking took this sport into the gutter. Everyone's counting their money and everyone's happy about it. Who were you selling the fight for? You got the fight. What benefit did you benefit from? What benefit came as a result of saying all that vitriolic, venomous stuff? If he would have said, I got 1.5 million pay-per-views because I called his mom a whore. Great. You didn't get anything. You know what's actually fascinating about that? I actually believe that the real is all that he said before. I think what's annoying about this is I think the aftermath is actually not the real.
Strickland tweeted, "This is why I don't do media with him. You are a leech who I've never respected. The moment I met this man, I knew his quality. End of the day, the hatred between was real. What he said about me was wrong. What I said about him was wrong. This what hate and anger does to people, and it still might be there, but we earned each other's respect through blood, and I would never expect a man of his quality to understand that. You are and will always be a pathetic MMA leech who has done nothing besides criticizing men who are better than yourself." He personally thanked me once for standing up for Israel during the 7th attacks. I stand by that. Over the course of it, my views dramatically changed. It went from hostage rescue to collective punishment aimed at women and children. I would say without a doubt that the AIPAC joke may have rubbed him the wrong way from how much he said Israel support mattered to him. So again, you are a weak man who I will continue to avoid.
The King Green fight was exciting. 35 wins he has now. He's in his 30s. He dog walked that guy. I felt bad for the guy, actually, really. And then what he said to Dana, you know, Dana act like, ooh, I don't like Dana White.
I don't give a f***.